And good morning. Welcome to another episode of Mango's Journey. So today, as you can see, we're outside. We're going back down to get a local game store. I'm trying to get out at least once a week to really help with mental health and stuff like that. And as you can tell, it's a bit wet today, and it's actually really nice. But yeah, so on that note, so the episode today, we're going to be going over pretty much how I cope with stuff. I don't think I've covered that one yet. How I cope with my day-to-day stuff, but then also to explain where we go from the series, basically from now on, because there's only so much about me. So I want to try and keep this one going, just with little things, like even if it's just like trips out and stuff like that. So still once a week you'll still get a video for it. So basically, how I cope with things. So let's see. Yeah, so how I cope with things depends on really the situation. So obviously live streaming, as people can imagine, this is very stressful. And it's a bit of a hoo-ha sometimes, because obviously viewership and stuff like that. Sorry about this, people. As you can probably tell, I've just woken up when I recorded this. So, but yeah. So live streaming is quite stressful, especially on me mentally, but also physically. It might not be for some people, but I do a lot of hours. I'm not the best at keeping my schedule sometimes, but that is because of health and other things like that. So as people know, I have 23 different health conditions, so that is a struggle in itself, and trying to look after myself there can be a bit of a nightmare. But so how I cope with stuff like this, it depends really on the actual thing. So live streaming tends to be music. So, but yeah, as you can tell, you'll be able to hear people as well. So, but yeah, so live streaming. How do I cope with that? We'll start with that one. So that one tends to be music. So obviously you'll hear music on the stream, possibly, sometimes. Depends how loud it is. Sometimes you can't, sometimes you can. But with that, I tend to listen to my own music. So depending on obviously what I'm doing that stream, if it's obviously myself trying to, under stress for completing the project, getting the project prepped or something like that, like I tend to listen to a lot more heavier stuff. So my general music taste is actually like metal and stuff like that, like a decent scream, decent drum, decent guitar sort of thing. But that's one of my ways I cope, is with music, and with obviously everything with music. It sort of, depending on what you're listening to, depends on how I find, depends on my mood, because sometimes it can help my mood. Sometimes music can change my personality. That sounds a bit weird, but that does happen with me, because unfortunately I do suffer with personality disorder. So I have multiple personalities. So that's a fun one in itself. So yeah, music can sometimes trigger those personalities, cause me to have personality shift, but it's still one of those ones where music is I find the best thing for live streaming. Day to day, live streaming is, I'm not live streaming, music is still a thing. And so I tend to do some other stuff with that. So not just music. If I'm having sort of a baddish day, I will play Nintendo Switch, or I'll load up a game on the PC, something like that. So then, music and sort of my Switch are my two main things on how I cope with things in life. And I think that's one of the things, like trying to find stuff that's not hobby related. does help me. So obviously as well, we're streaming at the gaming table at the current minute. Just waiting for cars to go past so we can actually get over. Here we go. So I'm actually streaming at the gaming table for the minute because the room is an absolute mess. I've started rearranging and stuff like that. So for that, it's one of those ones where I can never keep the same. That's actually another thing that would also go under coping. So how I also cope is changing rooms around. So if I get too stressed, I'll change the stream room or the main room with the table in and stuff like that. And that's one of the things I just do. Or yeah, it's really weird. Like everyone has their own ways, but for me, my main one is music. Because of all my mental health and all my physical stuff. And I'm not sure if people also have the same thing, but listening to music, you just get lost in it, essentially we call it. And I also used to do a lot of meditation. I don't so much now. But when I do listen to music on days off, or if I'm trying to do something, I essentially get a tunnel vision. So I don't really see outsides or out the sort of thing, and I'm just concentrating on the music, on the beat and stuff like that. So that's actually how I cope. So I mentioned about where we're going to go with this now. So it will probably be still once a week. So we'll do updates on the week, how the week's gone. Wow, that was really weird. Bluetooth speaker and some music. That's fast for this one. But it will basically be same sort of thing, still once a week videos. I'm not sure what we'll do for them. It could be anything. But I know I've got a few in the motion, a few in the plan, thinking of what to do. But yeah, so on that note, obviously as well, on the day of this recording, it is Dominion Day. So that is in itself going to be fun as hell. So there will be pictures, there will be pictures and a possible small little video at the end of the Dominion stuff that I'm getting today. But also let us know down in the comments what you'd like to see to do with me, whether it's days out or just general talks or Q&As. Because yeah, Q&As actually seem like a really good idea. And I think that might be a thing you do. Q&As, yeah. Yeah, if anyone has any questions, we'll do a Q&A session or something like that once a month or something. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, so obviously the Mango Journey story is still going to happen because there's still lots to sort of cover as the coming days come. And yeah, so on that note, I might see you a bit later on in the video. We're not sure yet, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'll try and do a recording. I'll try and do another bit at the end of the day so you guys can see the Dominion stuff. I'll try and get some pictures as well of today for everyone for the video as well. So if I do that, will come at the end, all the picture slideshow sort of thing. So, but yeah, so on that note, I will see everyone. Yeah, I will see everyone on the next episode. Obviously, there'll be a little bit tonight, so I will speak to everyone then. And we'll catch back at the end of the day, trying to get these boxes back, because it's going to be fun and you're going to want to see it. So yeah, I'll see you a bit later on. And well, this is now the end of the day. So yeah, day gaming went well. Standard old shenanigans, we'll call it. Had some laughs. Yeah, so as people know, it was also Dominion Day today. So that was released, and how to get Dominion back in style, people, is you get us electric scooter and do it like that. and there's 7 coffees there. Would have been 8, but one of them was I ordered it for my friend, so they've got that one. So yeah, so good pro tip, people: get an electric scooter. They're good for storage and getting shit back. Shouldn't really say that, but okay, it's just no other way to really put it. But yeah, so obviously there'll be a few more little bits and bobs in the video possibly. Yeah, so obviously, like, I'm not sure where we're going to be taking this series anymore, or where we're going. Probably Q&As and stuff like that. I can't even look at the writing, man. It's just hilarious. Just seeing it now, it's actually quite amusing, in some sense. Yeah, so that's that episode done. So obviously there'll be another episode next week. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet, but we'll probably cross that bridge next week, because we'll probably do highlights from the charity event that's going live on Monday, so July the 5th, and it'll be 7 days, 168 hours of pure streaming. But yeah, so obviously all the links in the description will be there, and yeah, so I'll see you on the next episode of Ohana Hobby Workshop. Not really like this, with models strapped to an electric scooter and hoping for the best. But yeah, I will see everyone on the next one.